Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome into the Morning Roast on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. The roast presented by Next Home. They're the market leader. Get looped and get sold with the Next Home experience. We're in the Greenway Equipment Studios, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. And Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blinds, shades, drapes, outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor. Brian Sullivan, Greg Hirsch, Marqus Cesar here on this Monday morning, getting back to work. Greg, how are you?
I'm doing all right, my man. How are you doing? It's great to have you back, brother.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice to be back. A little rest and relaxation with the family. A week away. Good to see that the walls are still up. You guys did a nice job.
Yeah.
Nothing like some Red Sox wins to keep things rolling along. Marcus, how you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, kicked back with some buddies yesterday. Just had a grand old time.
Lovely Sunday.
It was a very nice Sunday out there. Hot. Really kind of... just
Sneaky hot.
Kind of snuck up on me after, putting some miles on the pavement to get home. But just nice to have the Red Sox. Such a big move made over the weekend with shipping out Connolly early, and one of those things where it hits on Saturday night, and I'm on vacation. You're like, is this real?
Sure.
Like, have I had a couple too many Bud Lights or what's going on here? And it was in fact real. Connolly early sent away. Connor Mead is going to join the team, I would assume.
Curtis Mead.
Yeah, Curtis Mead is going to join. In Sacramento tonight. So who's Connor Mead?
I don't know. No. Think Curtis Lowe.
Yeah, there you go. But all in all, seems like they're going, feeling pretty good about themselves after the win streak was snapped. But how were things while I was gone, Greg?
Oh, it was smooth. Well, other than the phone lines, it was smooth sailing. There are people out there that we are dying to talk to that evidently were dying to talk to us, and evidently it's a whole radio station, not just our channel. It's like all the channels trying to figure out incoming calls. A little tricky, but beyond that, it was awesome, man. Just riding the little Sox magic through the beginning of the week, and it just the fever's back, baby. It's great.
So I guess explain this to me. I leave. The phone lines, it's a little tricky to answer a phone call.
The lines light up, Marcus answers, and nothing. Can't hear a thing.
Do you say hello?
Yeah, I communicate.
He's very pleasant.
I'm like, hey, if you can hear me, sorry.
Yeah, you got the right end of the phone and everything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'll have to try next time.
Yeah. That's it. Station-wide, and we're going on like more than a week.
Yeah. It's craziness. So there are people out there with thoughts on their minds.
Well, I'm back.
Yeah.
Did you unplug it and plug it back in?
Trick in the
Did you blow in the holes? That's what you do.
Yeah.
It's Nintendo 101. You got to unplug it.
Well,
that does it. Yeah.
I hope the ship can drive itself because I'm going to be down under.
Yeah, look out for that. It was really kind of fun to be on vacation and to be able. I watched wins number 12, 13, 14, 15, like every pitch.
Yeah.
Just sort of this renewed energy and the ability to be on vacation and drink it all in. Kind of crazy. And then I was talking with you about it too, Greg, last week. It's just like, okay, so you kind of had this vacation, this fun, almost found money trip that you go on. And now the trip's going to end. And what's life going to be like once it ends?
Right.
Are you going to fall back to being what you were?
Yeah.
And I was, pretty happy with the result that I saw in the Red Sox over the weekend, where, on Saturday you see what Dylan Cease can do to the team and how the offense can go quiet, right?
Yep.
Like they're at times when you see somebody ripping through me, like, okay, if you don't get up and you don't sort of play small ball, someone can really have their way with you.
Without a doubt.
But, you still take 2 out of 3 from Toronto.
Yeah. Scrappiness continues.
Sure. And trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark. And it's just a little bit of fun and, hard to part with Connolly early. Oh, he was promising, but, they needed pop and they got pop.
They do. Yep. And I think to a person, if you've come, there's still people out there that will never like the trade or whatever until they see something. But if you are someone that today is like, yeah, I'm pretty good with this, guaranteed you started out like everybody else. Like, what the hell's this move?
Sure.
I don't like this. I don't like this. That was your knee-jerk reaction. Everybody's. And then I watched, and it was funny because in our conversations via text, and then I watched it happen in real time online, people kind of play out and be like, yeah, this actually does kind of make sense. Like, I get where he's going with this, and seeing one of Breslow's quotes there about not caring if he lost the trade, it's about making your team better. It's like, okay, this is what we're looking for. So, we'll see where it goes at the end of the day, but promising.
We're also here on, what's today? July 27th, and football is back. I mean, the Patriots back in action.
Oh, yeah.
You've got actual storylines to follow with Christian Gonzalez, Gabe Akis.
Is that where we're going with?
That's what I heard over the weekend.
Yeah. It's either Akis or Yakis, and I've seen people do it both ways.
Well, sign a contract, make a sack, we'll get it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do something.
He's sort of in the Hugo Gonzalez,
Right.
I'm still going to hit the hard H here.
For sure.
You're Hugo until you win, you get out of the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, it's up to you now.
So it's like the Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like, we had to learn it.
Right.
But now I know it.
Yeah. Now you're good.
I know all the syllables.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, we'll get there. You got to earn it.
Yes.
So, we'll see how it all plays out. But, it's nice to be back and have so much stuff going on as we roll along here. We'll check in with Tyson McHatten later this morning. They got the big golf tournament for the University of Maine.
Awesome.
They wanted us to go live from down there this morning.
Oh, that would have been a good time.
It would have been. If
I wasn't coming
back from vacation, we would have done it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
There was a couple emails that went unresponded to. It was very much similar to the phone line situation here.
I get it.
If we can't take a call in-house, imagine us on the road.
Live stuff is
tough.
What's
going on?
Yeah. I tried to watch poor Brittany do something from the center there, across center, and by herself this weekend. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy to go remote.
I would agree to that. So that one kind of, we won't get it too much into it, but I was expecting that to be a lot more fun than it was over the weekend. Just for somebody who likes that kind of stuff, I was expecting there to be like a Thunderdome of Democrats, just like one Dem enters and 15 enter and one leaves, and that just kind of got out of the way,
right?
And Troy got it, but I was like Nirav Shah versus like Shenna Bellows. It's like, boom. Like, you think this?
Put him in a cage.
Like off the top rope, running up to like the 300s, jumping down.
Oh, yeah.
And it was not that fun.
No.
It would have been good television no matter how you stand politically. It would have been fun to watch. I was really excited to see how it would have gone because you got all these people voting. And then if it would have been everybody vying for it, and I know you got the delegates, all that stuff, but to have it go away, have it be close, and then when it all goes down, to have them like talking smack. Like, if you're like 50 votes away and it's like, you really think that so-and-so is going to be able to do it? No, man, I'm the one. And just in the room, like, hey, you got to have some decorum.
Yeah.
Like, take your decorum.
Oh, yeah.
And shove it, man.
Yeah, exactly. Give us some WWE promos.
It could have been great. It could have been great. And it wasn't.
No, just...
I didn't watch it.
Falls flat.
I mean, I was on vacation.
Yeah. Why would you?
Because it was a foregone conclusion. Like, I talked to Brittany about it. She's like, I got to sit down with Troy Jackson. I was like, we hadn't even won yet. I'm like, yeah, I know, but we got it in the afternoon. He won. I got to sit down with him. Like, of course you do. I was expecting that to be, some great television, but not quite the case. All right, we got to get back on track here. We got to do 1992.
Yes, there we go.
Morning.
We're back, baby.
I mean, you're going through 1992, and you're just like, Greg was living his best life in
91, 92 is where I showed up on the doorsteps of Orono, Maine.
Because 92, 93 is 42, 1 and 2. So we'll get to
that one doesn't count yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but you're winning games.
Oh, yeah, we're winning. We're supposed to be winning the national championship in 91, 92.
Yeah.
I mean, it was full steam ahead. Jean-Yves Roy, Scott Pellerin. It was the team.
So we'll get into all that stuff as well because we're rolling along here. At this rate, we're going so slow. We're going to get to 2025 by like Christmas.
Yeah, I know. We'll stumble into it.
But we'll get there.
That's all right.
We'll get
fine.
there.
We'll catch it.
All right, Marcus, we'll just hold off on headlines and highlights. You got some great sound bites here. We'll get into those after we go into the time machine back to revisit what life was like in 1992 right after this. But first, your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer wants you to know you get an extra value meal with extra value when using your McD app in July. Get a classic quarter pounder with cheese or filet of fish extra value meal for only $8 when you use your Mickey's D app. It's July 27th. I'm just finding out about this. Oh my goodness, I could have been saving big. Start your morning at Goslin's Bakery, 334 Harlow Street in Bangor. Grab a breakfast sandwich on English muffin or croissant, plus legendary donuts and pastries made since 1945. And lastly, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, where they have late night deals every night in the bar or lounge, 9 p.m. to close. Enjoy $6 apps, $5 cheeseburgers, $5 Indy cheese or pepperoni deep dish, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. All right, back with more right after this.
There she is.
All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. UMaine Athletics wants you to know this fall it's time to get back and pack the stands at Alfond Stadium and cheer on Maine football. Season tickets are on sale now and give you the best value and best seats for every home game. Visit goblackbears.com/tickets. All right, Greg, we're going back to 1992. That is the year on the agenda today. So I got to get my my affairs in order here as I bring it back up. But 1992 is the year. We'll start as we normally do with some of the pro stuff. So anybody who's just joining us, we're trying to figure out what year was the best, and we're getting to one where this we're going to deal with some pretty some thick paper. You like to say skinny paper. We got some pretty good stuff here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, the Pats don't do much for you. You go 2-14. Head coach Dick McPherson, big deal around here, is the head coach. But this paves the way for what will come next year. Drew Bledsoe is going to be drafted next year. Robert Kraft doesn't own the team yet.
Yeah, Tuna's coming.
You stink in 92.
Yeah,
but it's a means to an end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you needed to hit bottom.
Let's see. 1992 represents the absolute bottom before the modern Patriots dynasty began.
Yep.
The Red Sox in 92 go 73-89. They're 7th out of 7 teams in the AL East. Still got Roger. Mo Vaughn arrives on scene. Tom Bernansky, Jack Clark.
Yeah, the aging Tom Bernansky and Jack Clark.
So the Celtics go 51-31. They're first in the division, but they lose to the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference semis. Larry Bird only plays 45 games because of chronic back injuries. Kevin McHale's winding down. Reggie Lewis becomes the team's new star.
Yeah. This is just, once again, aging stars, just not. Yeah, they did well, but they didn't have the gas.
This is Larry Bird's final year.
This is it.
This is the final year.
Yep.
Of course, the Dream Team, we'll get to that, is in the summer of this year. Which the Dream Team in the 92 Olympics is something to remember. The Bruins go 36-32. They're third in the Adams division. They lose to the Sabres in the semifinals that year. UMaine hockey, they go 24-12-4 this year.
Yeah, won Hockey East, the tournament. Scott Pellerin is UMaine's first Hobie Baker Award winner. Jean-Yves Jr. And we had Snowy and Dunham in front of me in that. And we all sights were on finally getting the job done in the national tournament and got bounced.
Do you feel like the 91-92 team, if they would have played in 21-22, don't you think like they're
would have rolled?
I don't think Scott Pellerin gets remembered quite the way that he's a Hobie Baker Award winner.
Yeah, he won the Hobie Baker.
Maybe I'm wrong about that. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think the people? I mean, it's always
old school Maine hockey fans. Scotty Pellerin for sure. But just generally speaking, and when you're telling the narrative of UMaine hockey because of what's to come, it gets kind of washed over a little bit. That was an incredible team, incredible hockey team. But
come up short. They do go to the NCAA tournament, but do not, like Greg said, win the national championship. Football goes 6-5 that year, continuing to have an above-average Yankee Conference squad. Men's basketball finishes near 500. Women's basketball continues to gain ground. Cindy Blodgett, Amy Vachon coming very soon here.
Yep.
Let's see. To the other stuff that goes on, you've got the best picture winner that year is Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, you can't argue that one.
Which, when you go through of the stuff that the movies that win Silence of the Lambs, that win Best Picture, like, it's nice to have the actual, like, I go back and watch this like once a year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's an all-time classic.
It beats Beauty and the Beast, Bugsy, JFK, and The Prince of Tides. JFK.
JFK.
Give me the last hour of JFK.
Greats.
Like Costner's speech.
Yep,
incorporating all the things that don't quite add up.
Break it down. You tell me. I know it's a movie. You tell me if it makes sense.
Run through the top 20 movies of the year. Batman Returns is number 1 overall. Batman Returns, I think stinks.
Terrible.
But
yeah.
I can't remember being so excited to go see it.
Sure.
It was just like, I love Batman 1.
Yep.
First in the weekend, definitely go see it. Number 2, we got Lethal Weapon 3.
Which is arguably the worst Lethal Weapon, too.
Yeah, they
Not good.
better, worse than
budget.
Worse than 4?
Yeah, I think it's worse than 4. It's the one with the cop killer bullets, and it seems low budget compared to the rest of the Donner films.
I just remember him running across the ice in the hockey game breaks out and he runs across.
That was pretty
the ice.
good.
I thought, that's pretty.
Yeah,
legit.
that was pretty good.
Yeah,
that was pretty
go.
good. But just it's not a good one. I'd take 4 over it.
Okay. Sister Act, Home Alone 2, Wayne's World, Basic Instinct, A League of Their Own, Aladdin, Hand That Rocks the Cradle, Under Siege, Patriot Games, Bram Stoker's Dracula, The Bodyguard, White Men Can't Jump, Fried Green Tomatoes, Last of the Mohicans, Unforgiven, Beauty and the Beast, Boomerang, and A Few Good Men. So just some heavy hitters.
Damn good. Yeah, absolutely. Damn good movies.
Your top shows, 60 Minutes, Roseanne, Home Improvement, Murphy Brown, Cheers, A Different World, Coach, CBS Sunday Movie, Murder, She Wrote, and Designing Women. Shows like Seinfeld, Simpsons, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Beverly Hills 90210 are hitting the ground running, but not quite charting. They would become huge.
Yes, exactly.
Unforgettable with Love is the album Grammy winner of the year, Natalie Cole. Top selling albums, Billy Ray Cyrus, Some Gave All, Bodyguard soundtrack, Rope in the Wind by Garth Brooks, 10 by Pearl Jam, and Octane Baby by U2.
I actually liked Octane Baby. I'm not a huge U2 guy, but that sound of U2 I really kind of came around on. 10, I'm not a Pearl Jam guy anymore, but I really thought 10 was awesome.
I also, you ever remember the movie Blown Away with Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah.
It's like U2, he's the Irish terrorist, and U2's the I think a lot of the songs off that album are in that movie. I was like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Other things that define 92. The Dream Team.
Yes.
Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. I mean, I think enough said. The Dream Team, that whole Summer Olympics.
Well, that was a big deal, too, because in 91, 92, Magic Johnson had the announcement.
Right.
The HIV positive. So that was a big deal that he was coming back. In that day and that era, there was a lot of concern over it, too. So very interesting.
The mall era begins to have its peak. Shopping malls, food courts, arcade games, record stores, video rental stores starts to hit its stride. I know, but I feel like Fast Times at Richmond High is sort of like...
Yeah, we had malls.
Yeah, the mall
we had malls were... This is about like... This is the last 10 years of a mall.
Sure.
You know?
Grunge takes over. Of course, that all Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, the sound starts to shift.
Big time.
We start to, Jennifer Aniston's wearing flannel now.
Yeah, for sure.
It starts to permeate everything.
Yeah, and those hair metal bands are going, what do we do now?
Let's see. The Disney Renaissance. Aladdin becomes another massive hit following Beauty and the Beast. Disney Animation enters one of its greatest creative periods. Home Improvement boom. Tim Allen becomes one of the biggest stars in the planet because of the DIY nature of his show.
Yep.
Sports card bubble. People are buying baseball cards as investments. The market would collapse later in the decade. I remember this.
Yes.
I mean, I was huge into... I collected stuff.
Sure, I did as a kid.
Yeah, I was a big baseball card guy.
Yep.
You had the Beckett. You'd read through, this was 65 cents.
Yep. Oh, yeah, we had that. It had the pricing and everything. And it's come back now. It's back now, but it was gone for quite some time.
Let's see. Video games. You have a showdown between Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Let's see. Technology. Home still had one television, most of them, one phone line, VHS players, answering machines, and no internet. So 92, we're still...
Yeah, we're
still analog.
Yeah, we're living in a basic world.
So events that are still remembered. You got the Barcelona Olympics. Let's see. The Dream Team. Derek Redmond's unforgettable finish with his father and the rise of global basketball. Hurricane Andrew. The LA riots. Bill Clinton is elected president. Let's see. So there you go. We kind of hit it all there. Hair metal, VHS, camcorders starting to go away. Arcades starting to fade away because of the Super Nintendos. Newspapers still reign supreme. But yeah, that's sort of 92 in a nutshell. I miss anything?
No, man, I think you got it. I think you nailed it.
So you go back through it. I mean, some darn good music, some pretty good movies.
Yeah.
Okay movies.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's some gems in there. I mean, Unforgiven. Yeah, right? Like, that huge. So there's some good ones, but there's a lot of fluff.
So we'll score it and get back to present day right after this. But first, I want to tell you about, if you're a Bigfoot fan, Tossie's Checkout is calling on all Sasquatch seekers for the second annual Glenburn Sasquatch Calling Contest, Saturday, August 29th from 1 to 5 at 1492 Pushaw Road in Glenburn. Win a $100 cash prize, compete for legendary bragging rights, and it's free to enter. Bring your crew, bring your call, and we'll see you at Tossie's checkout. I got to say, we did a story on this last year.
Yes, I remember.
I will be attending this.
Yeah. I want to go. I want to see this thing.
I didn't know that I needed to be a place until I saw Grace Bradley's report on this. I cannot wait for this thing to hit the ground. We'll be back with more right after this. Welcome back to the Morning Roast. Starting tomorrow, we got Red Sox ticket sweepstakes presented by Dunnett's Appliance and Mattress. It starts tomorrow. Technically, we're going to talk about it today. Let's see, 3 games. We've got August 6th with the White Sox. We're going to give away 4 tickets to that one. You've got August 17th against the Diamondbacks and September 9th against the Angels. Drawings are going to be on Thursday. We'll lay it all out. We're going to have drawings on July 30th, August 10th, and September 2nd. We'll do the one on August 10th. To enter the Red Sox sweepstakes, the Red Sox ticket sweepstakes, when you hear the special cue to call, all entries will carry over throughout the sweepstakes. So once you're in, you're in.
Big thing is getting those phone lines working.
That's going to be key to taking calls.
That is the trick.
So let's go back here to the scoring here. 92. Give me your sports score. What do you?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 4-3. It just dream team, Maine hockey, everything else kind of, it's just not aging teams. You've got aging teams, whether it's the Sox, the Celtics for sure, Bruins as well.
I'll give it a 5-3. I think the dream team makes it,
Okay.
high. That transcends. It's 92. Yeah. I say dream team. You know what I'm talking about.
For sure.
Yeah, and the other stuff, the movies, the sports, the technology, all the other incidents and things that came in.
Yeah, pretty low, man. I'm giving it like a 3.8 because my 80s rock was leaving me. I had to take a little bit to get accustomed to this grunge thing, and a lot of fluff movies. There's some gems in there, but a lot of fluff.
Yeah, you got, like you said, a couple of them that you won't skip past.
Sure.
Last Hour, A Few Good Men, Unforgiven's
Always.
great. But I'll go with you on that one. I'll give it a 6-1.
Yep.
Some of that stuff. You're also getting into my wheelhouse here too, where 92.
Yep.
I'm grinding all week just so that Tom will take me to go see Batman Returns. Please take
it's
me.
Good
to the
times
movie.
for you. Yeah.
Take me to Strawberry so I can buy some CDs.
Right.
Let's go to the movie theater while we're at it. And so that's where I'm at here. So back to what's going on here in present day. We've got the Red Sox out in Sacramento tonight, taking on the Athletics, which I think it's going to be interesting to see what this looks like with the new looks Sox taking on Sacramento. They've got this guy coming in.
Yep.
Based off what I heard yesterday, and I spent 5 hours in the car yesterday, so I heard all of Boston's reaction to the trade, and I listened to Rob Bradford. I listened to the guys from the Play Tessie talking about this thing, and I think what I take away from it is, over the course of I would say last month, Craig Breslow has the footing underneath has really shored up.
Yep.
He is a confident guy. And over the course of the month, I'll just say he's going nowhere.
Yep.
He is going to be the one in charge of this ship. And what has happened over the course of the last month is that the Red Sox have started to play average offensive baseball.
Yep.
And so with the pitching that has come along, the offense has gotten a little better because you've taken some guys away and you've had that pop of a couple of guys from the minor leagues. Like Siegler, for instance, is exactly what you would expect from a guy who gets called up. He hits, he's a spark plug. The league kind of figures him out. He comes back to earth.
Yep.
And so the offense has gotten better around really good pitching. And what I heard from Craig Breslow was a guy who just was very confident in himself after a pretty big trade on Saturday night.
Yeah, big time. That he was definitely going to take some bullets for because you trade a promising young pitcher like Connolly Early, who looked like he was going to be the guy. Everybody loves Peyton Tolley, but if you're really honest about it, you look and say, well, Early's got more stuff. He's more of a pitcher's pitcher, but. You peek under the hood there, this trade, and it really makes sense for the Sox team.
Let's hear from Craig Breslow. Give me number 2 here, Marcus. So Craig Breslow, over the course of the last month, finds his footing. What his plan starts to bear fruit, right? His plan of pitching run prevention, and just a little bit of offense starts to bear fruit. And if you look at all of it, to me, this is a Jake Bennett trade because I think Jake Bennett comes along and he offers a little redundancy. I don't think we expected Jake Bennett. I didn't expect Jake Bennett to be the guy he's been.
No one did.
And you then look out, okay, Crochet's under contract for the next 4 years. Totally, Suarez, you've got these guys to be around. So, yeah, there's a little redundancy with Connolly early. And Jake Bennett and he, similar guys, right?
Yep, absolutely. They are. Yeah, we didn't see Jake Bennett coming, and he has been lights out. He's shown he can go a little deeper in a game. So Connolly Early's expendable. I mean, he's coming off an injury. He may have to give Tommy John. We'll see. But yeah, great guy to have. But we're kind of packed there.
And Peyton Tolley's a guy who we think he can figure it out. One time through the lineup, 2 times through the lineup, pretty good. But he's got elite velocity.
Yep.
And that, I think, is a divider.
Yeah.
Right?
And a bigger frame.
Sure.
Yeah. He should have a little more endurance.
Whereas Connolly Early's going to be, great stuff, but he's going to be a nibbler. He's not going to, live in the middle of the plate and be successful there. So
right.
I can understand why. And then you look around the league that there's not a lot of teams that are out of it. What's the price? And the one thing I came away from Craig Breslow yesterday saying was, we're less about winning the trade than it is making our major league roster better.
Yes.
That's what it comes down to.
Yep.
And if you want to look back at this guy, Mead, who's had tough, years, but given the opportunity to play every day in Washington, he comes to Boston hitting 17 home runs and almost 60 RBIs.
Right.
So he got at bats and made the most of it. And, was he DFA'd by Chicago about a year ago? Yeah, he was.
Right.
Same guy. But you need pop. You get it. And I think based on how this has gone, Craig Breslow gets the opportunity. He's the man. And I think you've got an emboldened Craig Breslow who steps up, makes this move, and we'll see if it all pans out.
Right. No, absolutely. I like the fact that he's taking a risk on this thing. He's getting after it a little bit. That's not what we've seen from him. He's played it safe before, and now it's like, okay, yeah, we're kind of losing this trade in the big picture of things, probably. But at the same time, right now, it should make our team better with the air pull velocity on a right-handed hitter at Fenway. His numbers are great at Fenway. It should just automatically go up a little bit.
You've got the pitching to really do some stuff in the postseason. This helps you in the here and now. I think you got to give Craig Breslow the opportunity to see if this works out because of the depth you've got in the pitching staff in the minor leagues as well as for the major league team. And I just think this is what you need. They're going for it. This is the Red Sox going for it on a year where the American League is wide open. You've got the pitching to do it. The offense has gotten a little bit better, so maybe this guy can be that little extra burst to get you where you want to go, which in this American League could be, the highest highs.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not a very good league. The only concern that I have with this thing is where does he play in the field? It sounds like it's going to be second base. He's not a great fielder. So if he plays second, that means Seigler comes out. So there is a little bit, of square peg round hole in terms of defensively. But if he can get it done at the plate, none of it's going to matter.
So we'll see, and we'll get to find out tonight when the Red Sox take on the A's for the first of 4. You can listen right here on 92.9 The Ticket. A quick commercial break. I also want to tell you that you can connect to The Ticket's social media channels on 92.9 The Ticket on Facebook, 92.9 The Ticket on Instagram, sports.net.maine on TikTok, and our YouTube page, Sportsnet Maine. Back with more after this. Welcome back. Bangor Mall Cinema, the greatest Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Just speaking of, this, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, for me, that hour of television with Fresh Prince followed by Blossom, that was pretty must-see for me.
Sure,
because you're for me, Will Smith, I know now he's, post-slap, he's fallen from such grace, right?
Yeah,
but there was a time
where
you
love Will Smith.
He was the best. To go from this, he's on TV with Fresh Prince, then he does Bad Boys, Independence Day, Men in Black.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
95, 96, 97.
He was crushing.
He's crushing it. And
Yeah.
he's singing songs, and they're and they're radio play songs,
Yep.
that I can listen to and all that stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah, crazy stuff. All right.
Yep, very good.
Patriots getting jiggy with it down in Foxborough. Interesting stuff, I thought, from Robert Kraft about the contract that's been offered to Christian Gonzalez. And so, why does he say it? What's going on? So here's Robert Kraft talking about Christian Gonzalez.
He's sly. Isn't
Sure,
he?
yeah.
He's sly.
So, but Gonzalez is there. He's taking part in all the stuff that's going on. So, let me hear from Greg Bedard on Kraft's comments. So, I take it as I think there's a little bit of gamesmanship there from Robert Kraft.
Definitely.
Maybe a little annoyance too. That you're just like, okay, now is Gonzalez playing a waiting game with the guy from Seattle where he okay, you sign first, I'm going to go the day after you, and I'm going to be the highest paid player.
Yes.
And there's also probably some stuff with the Patriots where this the Patriot contract way. Some tricky stuff, some per game bonuses. Like you're healthy and you'll get all this money.
Right.
Which the Patriots love to do. And there's definitely going to be some of that in there for Christian Gonzalez, right?
No matter what.
It's just the way
no
they do
matter what.
business.
That's the way it's going to go for sure. But it's like love him. And getting it out there, he's going to be the highest paid corner, highest paid contract offered in the history of the Patriots. On top of that, adds that in there. It's like, see what we got here. It's a nice little media campaign for Kraft.
And I think it's one of those where the fact that Gonzalez is out there, it's all playing itself out because I think to a certain extent we're wondering why hasn't this gotten done yet? No news is not necessarily good news on this behalf, but Gonzalez is there. But I think there's a certain level where Robert Kraft, not literally, but slide something across the table, and it's a big number, and you would expect him to just be overjoyed and say, boom, where do I sign?
Yeah, right.
But it comes back with, the agent says, and we've got some questions about points 1, 7, and 10 on the ledger here that we want some, different accommodations. We want this, we want that. And Kraft just says, well, you got to be kidding me.
Right. Yeah, he thinks it's beautiful.
Tom Brady
thinks
and
he
I
offered
just,
a masterpiece.
would shake hands and I give him $25 million a year for 20 years, and that's the way it worked. And now Christian Gonzalez is, worrying about, whether he can go to Tahiti in July,
right.
Stuff like that. Which, not exactly, but I think there's a version of it where he's a little bit annoyed that this isn't done or it's not rubber stamped or it wasn't just immediately accepted.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. That's fine. But he should understand that this is the way it's going to go now. This is absolutely the way it's going to go. They have the same agent, him and Witherspoon. So it's like, okay, well, that's the way it's going to play out. You make the offer. I like the fact that, you know what? They're moving. The Patriots are moving on it. So it's like, okay, so at the very least, it's not at some standstill and you're sitting there wondering, this is going to get done. That's what that tells me. Is it one way or the other, this is going to get done before we start.
Yeah. Gonzalez is there.
Yes, 100%.
Quick commercial break coming your way. We'll do This Day in History next. Don't go away. Highway to Hell debuts this day, 1979.
Last album of Bon Scott. Went out on a high note.
All-timer, really.
Yeah, oh yeah, this really put them into the mainstream.
This day, 1586, Walter Raleigh brings the first tobacco to England from Virginia.
Successful move.
Playing the long game.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys all got nice teeth.
Yeah, you guys are going to like some of this.
Choke some of this back. Mess up your choppers pretty good.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm not sure if that's actually, that equates. U.S. Congress establishes the Department of Foreign Affairs in 1789, now referred to as the State Department. 1837, U.S. Mint opens in Charlotte, North Carolina. 7 years later, fire destroys the U.S. Mint in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oops.
Heck of a 7-year run.
Yeah, it was
this gold is safe.
Exactly. Why are you smoking near there?
It's that guy, that Walter Raleigh, gave me all that tobacco. I told you not to put it up by the hay barn. Let's see. 1940, Bugs Bunny, a Warner Brothers cartoon character created by Tex Avery and Bob Givens for the Looney Tunes and Merry Melody series, debuts in A Wild Hare.
Timeless. Bugs is timeless.
Absolutely. Sports history, 1927, Mel Ott, at the age of 18, gets his first Major League home run. It was an inside-the-park home run.
Nice. Doing it the hard way.
Known in some circles as a Little League home run.
Yes.
That's what we used to call it.
Okay.
Let's see, 46, Rudy York for the Red Sox hits 2 grand slams in one game. 1988, Tommy John commits a record 3 errors on one play as the Yankees rout the Brewers 16-3. Do you have any information as to what he did?
No.
Probably dropped
Just
the ball,
bumbled it.
Missed through it.
Maybe got thrown back to him.
The
third error.
Yeah, where did the third one come from?
I need to know what the third error is on that one.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We'll have Marcus effort that one. Let's see. Birthdays today. Triple H, born this day, 1969.
Paul Levesque, Nashua, New Hampshire, born and raised.
Didn't know he's a New Hampshire guy.
Yep.
1972, Maya Rudolph, SNL fame. She was in Bridesmaids as well. I got to say, movies that have come along in the last whatever. Bridesmaids, the food poisoning part in Bridesmaids
awesome.
is just 10 minutes of just hilarious.
It is. It's awesome.
Regardless of like how long you've seen it, but that's just about as funny as things get.
Oh, it's great. It's outstanding. It's like hot lava.
1975, A-Rod was born. So A-Rod, 51 years old today. 1988, Ryan Tannehill III.
We didn't realize that off air, like that it was that he's a third.
A proud line of Tannehills.
Yes.
Born on this day, 1988. 1993, Jordan Spieth was born, winner of the Masters, U.S. Open, and the British Open. So just one win away.
Yeah.
In the career Grand Slam.
Yep, for sure.
Holidays today, it is Scotch Day. No thanks.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little much.
It's also
when I can have a bourbon, why am I grabbing a Scotch?
Yeah. It's Chicken Finger Day.
Always.
I mean.
Always.
Yeah. Always there for you, especially anybody with kids. It's Bagpipe Appreciation Day. I can appreciate a bagpipe.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, for sure. Good bagpipe funeral. I'm not Scottish, but I would like a bagpipe funeral too.
Well, it's interesting that Scotch and bagpipes,
Yeah,
you
go
think
hand in
they
hand.
go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's right.
And you throw in a Chicken Finger Day, and it's also Creme Brulee Day. So,
which I love a good creme brulee.
There you
too.
go. So also pairs, I would think, with a Scotch.
Yeah, it probably would.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for the 6 a.m. hour, 7 a.m. hour coming your way right after this. Don't go away. Good Monday morning. Welcome into the 7 a.m. hour of the Morning Roast. Show brought to you in part by Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market on Harlow Street in Bangor, next to Gosslin's Bakery. Sip fresh boba, explore snacks, ramen, their tasty Jamaican patties. We're in the Greenway Equipment Studio, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. And Next Home, they're the market leader. Get looped and get sold with the Next Home experience. Brian Sullivan, Greg Hirsch, Marqus Cesar here on this Monday morning. Greg, how are you?
Doing great. Good to have the team back together. And, had a great vacation there, Sully. And now we're back at it.
Yeah, back to it. It was great to be on vacation and to just really dive into watching the Red Sox. I just watched so much Red Sox baseball.
Yeah.
So fun. And just to be, I was on the Cape for a week, and to be down there and just to watch the NECN and all, and just all the coverage, and just, I think it was, it might have been Dave O'Brien said it on the Nesson broadcast yesterday, but when things are going good, sports can make big cities feel like small towns.
Yeah.
Like all behind the same thing, and Fenway's alive. And it's fun. And, I know that at times we've been real critical of, upper management for the Sox, but whatever's going on, it's fun. And it's great to have a baseball team that has gotten us through the month of July in such, flying fashion.
It's been awesome. I mean, in Maine's part of New England, that's our team, right? And so just going to the grocery store, going to the gym, wherever, it's just one of those topics of conversations. It's like people, can you believe these Sox? Unbelievable. They got me, and everybody's been in the same boat. Like, I wasn't watching them a month ago.
Sure.
Now I'm dialed in. It's awesome. It's made the summer for us.
And I know you talked about it last week, but you timed it up. You got to be there for win number 12. Was that
12,
right? On that Saturday game?
The big comeback in the rain. Yeah. It was awesome. It was awesome, and it was cool because there was an hour rain delay, and nobody was going anywhere. Nobody was going anywhere. It was, this is where it's at, and really appreciate that Sam Adams deck up on the third level there, the overhang, perfect place to chill out during a rain delay. And then, it was an action-packed game. I mean, back and forth, Sox losing, and then finally they had that big comeback, and the place exploded.
Marcus, how you doing?
I'm good. Pretty eventful weekend for the most part in the sports world. I don't really know if we talked about it that much in the group chat even, but LeBron to the Sixers.
Interesting.
And he apparently wasn't even on his radar until a certain Jaylen Brown was added to the mix.
That's going to be...
How do you guys feel about that?
It's going to be really good theater.
Yeah.
I wonder. I mean, they're going to be good.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. It's a lot of individuals, though.
But don't you think LeBron kind of comes in there and you got all these individuals and LeBron comes in, he's like, okay, well, hey, Joel.
Yeah.
I'm LeBron James.
Yeah.
He almost...
nice to meet you.
Yeah, he almost makes everyone sort of go back into their rightful place. It's like, listen, I'm LeBron James. I took $4 million to be here to win a championship.
Yeah.
Let's just go win a championship.
Exactly.
Right. In a room full of alpha dogs, he's the alpha.
Yeah.
You know? And it probably does set it up pretty well for them.
Yeah.
At least for a year.
Yeah, for sure.
For a year, you know, and then it'll explode.
That's fair.
Right? It's a powder keg.
I mean, he knows how to organize an offense, especially on the fly. Like, I think on the court, he can be a pretty good general.
Yep.
And then, I mean, just kind of taking a look at it, all of them are within the top 50 like assist leaders in the league from last year, and that's including like Edgecombe and Brown.
Yep.
So, I mean, they can look for other players. So
I think
we'll see how much that gets incorporated.
You know, just on the outside looking in, there's only one basketball, but you'd figure that in similar fashion to what the Celtics had on the years that they were up competing for championships, you're going to be able to have, with you think of like the big five of their starting 5 or 6 players, or they're going to start 5, but your big, main guys, you'll be able to give guys nights off. And, on a team where Embiid is, never going to be a, 82-year game a year guy, and LeBron's 40 years old, perhaps has taken advantage of modern medicine to be this good this late.
Sure.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I hope he has.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But so I think that you're going to be able to give guys some time off and, not have the fans feel like they missed out because, I went on Tuesday night and I didn't see, Maxey, but I still saw Brown and James. And, so they're going to... The Sixers are going to be really good.
Yeah, they really are. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare. I can't wait for the matchups, though. It was Celtics-Sixers. Sign me up.
Yeah, I almost guaranteed it's on Christmas Day, right?
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
So, that happened over the weekend. We'll see how that all looks. Although, the other part of it, too, is maybe it just goes famously bad.
See, I would also love to see that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Either end of the spectrum, it's going to be great TV.
Where it's like, why don't you, where LeBron says, Jalen, I don't want to see you on Twitch talking about anything.
Right.
And he's like, oh, really? Well, watch me stream.
Yeah, exactly. Coming at you next.
Exactly. It could.
Yeah.
I mean,
it does happen.
It's like I said, only one basketball, but I do think LeBron probably goes in there and level sets everything because he's LeBron, and all these guys are of the LeBron. They are Marcus.
Right. They grew up.
They are Marcus who think LeBron's the best.
Right.
Not annoying like we think.
Right. Exactly. It's interesting. And the other thing we didn't touch on in the 6 o'clock hour, which shame on us, Flag Family was on Celebrity Family Feud since we last been here.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'm a feuder. That's my show, man. And they knocked out Barstool Sports and
skunked them.
Big time.
They
big
showed
time.
up.
Yeah, exactly. Nice little shutout. That's impressive.
Go ahead.
How many shutouts have there been on Family Feud?
It happens. I'll
that's
tell you,
insane.
it does happen, but you're watching something special when it does. You know what I mean? Like as a feuder, I love seeing that. Nice little walk-off victory. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Takeaways from the show, I thought Papa Flag did great.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Hunter was not doing great.
He pulls him down.
Yeah.
He pulls him down a little bit.
He did not have a great showing. But to have Papa there at the end, be the one who I think he didn't miss. If he did, his guesses were pretty informed.
Sure. Yeah, no, he was dialed in, and then Ace kicked it off in the fast money and
killed it.
Yeah, crushed it. You get anything over 120 points, that's a good wallop in the first round.
Yeah, so that was fun to watch. And yeah, they skunked the guy from Barstool. Was pretty good.
Yeah, it was great.
And so I'm watching. We're on vacation, and my mother's like, the guy from Barstool. I can't watch this for half an hour. Like people just laughing out loud.
Yeah,
like hearty laughs.
Right.
I'm like, you wanted to switch this?
Yeah,
this is
outstanding.
This is fantastic.
Right, it's great TV.
This is like I haven't laughed this hard in a half an hour since Jerry and Kramer were doing their thing. You know what I mean? It was a great watch, and congratulations to the Flags. I was wondering. I get you're playing in Dallas, Ronald McDonald House.
Yep,
Dallas.
Yeah.
I know you help us here.
Yeah, I give a little bit of Maine.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, we'll see. I'm sure that the Ronald McDonald House also wets their beak with some of that flag cash as well.
Sure.
Let's see. Your local family on Mickey D's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. For July, use your McDonald's app and have a great breakfast sandwich. Buy one, get one for $1. Breakfast sandwiches, that is the deal only in the Mickey D app. All right, let's do some headlines and highlights there. Marcus. Also over the weekend, a huge trade happens for the Boston Red Sox. The former pitcher for the Sox, Conley Early, sent away to the Washington Nationals for Connor Mead. Curtis Mead.
Curtis Mead. Yes.
I messed it up again.
That's all right.
Curtis Mead, 17 home runs so far this season, 48 RBIs. Here's Chad Tracy talking about the locker room after Early got dealt. It's hard. I think he hit the ball nail on the head there. I loved Conley Early. Just a fun, good story.
Awesome.
Great kid, and was a part of a fun. It was nice to see him and Tolley looking at this is the future of the team right here.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's like the knee-jerk reaction when you see he gets traded. It's like, oh, I was investing in him as being something to watch over the years, and it's just pro sports. That's the way it goes.
I said this last hour, but I think that Jake Bennett comes into the equation and arrives maybe a little ahead of schedule or maybe not on schedule at all. At least in the eyes of the fan, I don't expect Jake Bennett to have the year he's having. Perhaps creates a little redundancy. You've got a guy down at AAA and Anthony Ianson who's knocking on the door to get a chance at the major league level. So they've got arms.
They do. Yeah, they've got a plethora of arms. So they needed a right-handed bat. They hopefully got one. We'll see how it plays out in lineup. But it looks like on paper, this guy at Fenway especially should be able to really knock some balls off the wall.
Yeah, I'm sad seeing Early go because, if I'm remembering the whole thing correctly, crucial game 3, he steps out. He's stepping up into this crazy situation that he should not have had to be in.
Yep.
And he did his absolute best. I thought he did a fantastic job. We just didn't have bats to back him up.
Yep. Thanks for the memories. It's a tough part of it, I guess. But Conley Early sent for some offense to the Washington Nationals. All right, quick commercial break. I want to tell you all about Natural Lawn of America. If you want greener, healthier lawn without harsh chemicals, Nature Lawn of America can help. Organic-based care with Tick Ranger protections. Call 721-0600 or naturallawn.com/Bangor-ME. Naturally healthier lawns. Okay, going to try and catch up with Tyson McHatten from the University of Maine. He is en route to their annual golf tournament this morning. We will effort that, and we're also going to have Pat Lane talking a little Patriots coming up. So we are locked and loaded here on this 7 a.m. hour. Back with more right after this. Stuck on the side of the road, Union Street Towing has you covered 24/7 statewide, from breakdowns to lockouts to get you moving fast. 942-4200, driven to be there when you need them most. And Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, official sports grill of the Roast in downtown Bangor, and HeroSportsGrill.com. Now joining us on the Heroes Hotline, Tyson McHatten from the University of Maine. Tyson, how are you?
Hey, guys. I'm doing well. How about you?
We're doing well. Monday, back to it. Big day for the University of Maine. Where are you guys golfing today?
We are down in Waterville, and I'm actually on my way now, and I've been trying to find a cloud in the sky, and I can't. Just an absolute picture-perfect day for this event, which I was thinking this is the 10th annual Alfond Golf Classic. I think only one year we've been challenged with weather, and that was the year we had to push it to October, in and around COVID. I don't remember exactly the year, but I remember that was a little chilly and overcast and drizzly, but we've really lucked out, for this event every year, and this is another special day today.
Is it 2 flights, 2 different rounds go today, or just to one?
It is, yeah. We're actually packed. We've got 51 teams, 204 players. So yeah, we're full. And then we've got, it's a fun day where, the athletics department, everyone kind of leaves Orono, and we've got a number of coaches here, 20 to 25 student athletes, depending on what time you get there. They're kind of shuffling down for the morning, and then, we'll turn it at lunch, and different group will come in for the afternoon. But just a great group of people, donors, supporters, sponsors, alums, all coming together in one spot to support the athletic department today.
How important is a day like today for the overall operation?
Yeah, financially it certainly helps, but I think it's it's a friend raiser too. It's a time where we can kind of get together and thank everyone for what they do to support us at any different levels, and get a chance for our student athletes to really shake some hands and meet some folks. So, it certainly impacts both financially, but also a good chance for us to get out into the community and thank people for supporting us.
So 10 years of having this, how many golf shots have you taken over the 10 years, Tyson?
I don't know if I've taken any. I remember I used to hit some balls back when we separated them, and each sport kind of had their own tournament. I remember for the football tournament, 2 years in a row, I was on a hole, and I basically hung out with Coach Cause all day, which was great in itself. But it was a par 3 where, I think the coach could hit a gift shot or something like that. And I remember he let me step in and hit a few. But I don't think I've ever teed one up. Maybe I will today.
There you go. Yeah,
I threw the clubs in the back. You know how that is. You always got to have them on you just in case.
Just in case, yeah, exactly. You got to have the blades. So what we were talking a little bit before you came on here. We had Ace Flag and family on Family Feud. To your knowledge, I don't know how much research you did. How many Black Bears have been on the feud?
I gotta think that might be a first.
I think so too.
For us, yeah. I didn't dive into it too much, but just. Awesome to be on the national spotlight there, and a great family, great people, and they really put it to Barstool too, which was obviously good for us. But nice to see the University of Maine, on the national level, and Ace and his family doing some fun things, and it was entertaining and a nice little treat in July. You're looking for some things to kind of fill your sports world, so having them on there was fun to see.
Are Ace and Cooper playing today?
No, they're not. I know the men's basketball team is practicing this morning, so I think that Coach Markwood and the guys are probably going to come down around lunchtime or something like that. I don't think that they are playing. They did play a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years, probably 3 years ago now. I remember Ace and Cooper and Kelly played, I think, the afternoon flight.
Tyson, does this day serve as a reminder to you just to say, okay, here we are at the golf tournament. Football's coming. I need to really embrace summer here. I got like 3 or 4 weekends left before I'm on campus from sun up to sundown on football days.
Yeah, football team moving in today. First practice tomorrow. So, we're into it now. But yeah, it is, and it's a fun day to kind of everyone from September 1st through baseball and softball season comes to Orono, and we're in Orono and grinding away through the sports season. So it's nice to use the summer months to kind of get out into the community and meet people where they are, and that's kind of what today is like. But you're right, it is a little start a Monday morning by driving to a golf tournament on a beautiful day. There's worse ways to spend a July morning for sure.
All you got to do is get yourself to Hank Jr. on Saturday night, and life will be good, right?
That's a little fruit. Or a little carrot dangled at the end of the week here. You're right. We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, if we got a second, can we go back to your 1992 thing real quick?
Sure.
So, I think you guys have been doing a good job with this, but I have to bring up a major event in '92 that you missed, and I think Greg might appreciate this. But it took place in Wembley Stadium, and it was 1992 SummerSlam. Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, defeats Bret Hart for the Intercontinental title in front of 78,000 people, still the most highly attended wrestling event in the UK, and obviously very special for the native son from the UK, Davey Boy Smith, to come out with a win like that.
It was a huge one. And a little behind the scenes magic is that we found out much later on that Davey Boy Smith had been on quite the drug binge for the previous week and got into the ring with Bret Hart and basically said right out of the gate, whispered in his ear, "I'm screwed." And he didn't say screwed, but and Hart was like, "Uh-oh, we're in trouble here." But they managed to make a classic. Yeah,
Bret certainly carried him that day, I think.
As he did many matches. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. 92 SummerSlam. That's a good call.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, it's an all-timer.
Tyson, is there anything that we can do for you? I mean, I know you're a Red Sox fan, Niners. What happened to your coach? You got into a car crash?
Yeah, bad. I mean, all joking aside, like what I've read, could have been much worse. And I was, much like you guys, I'm sure excited for camp and, to report, and everyone's healthy and everyone's feeling good. And, I was kind of keeping my eye on social media that day because I knew the 49ers were going to practice and report and all that. And bang, I get the report of, I'm thinking everyone's healthy. And all of a sudden, Coach Shanahan is, broken nose. He's wearing glasses because his eyes are so black, broken ribs, 40 stitches in his face. And it's just like, oh, man, so I guess I read that he did show up yesterday, watched about 30 minutes of camp, and they're expecting him to coach the opener. But yeah, just a scary thing. And Sully, you'll probably appreciate this. Maybe you can dive in a little bit, but there's some media going back and forth because some folks had the story, but said that they weren't going to leak it out, and then somebody leaked it out a little ahead of time. So of course they're going after them now. But really impressive that they were able to keep that under wraps as long as they did. It happened on July 14th.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I hadn't caught it until I saw ESPN headline that said Shanahan's going to be limited at camp. I was like,
right.
49, like who plays for the Niners? It's Shanahan.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right.
So interesting stuff. Yeah. Well, best of luck as the Niners just always find ways to have new injuries. Injuries.
I know.
It's like, wow,
that's the thing.
Didn't have this one on, lined up ready to come. But all right, good luck today, Tyson.
Hey, where do you guys think Mead will hit in the lineup? That's what I'm interested about. Do you think he'll lead off?
Yeah, because Ziegler's got to be out. So, yeah. Boy, I don't know. That's going to be tough when you put Raphael up first, maybe, and I don't know.
You got to balance your righties, right?
Yeah, you do.
Does Duran get a chance back it again?
I can't handle that.
He's hitting 192.
Yeah, no, I know.
He's been hot lately, right?
Like
every now and then he'll do nothing, and then last night, of course, he explodes, or yesterday afternoon for 3 hits. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I kind of think they might lead him off, honestly, and have Rafaela hit second.
And go righty. So you go. So you'd go. I mean, I guess it's a little bit different than going lefty. But you figure if they lead him off, and then Contreras bats second, and then Abreu third. I guess Rafaela could bat second, and then Contreras fourth with Abreu third.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
It's all nothing better. I'll go back. I call it like the Rob Deere of the Boston Red Sox. There's nothing better than watching a new Boston Red Sox take his first couple at bats.
100%.
So Rob Deere hit a home run in his first one. I loved Rob Deere forever.
Yes.
That we got I don't know what year that was. That's probably 92 as well.
Yeah, right around that time.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. But good stuff. Tyson, good luck today. Hopefully you get to swing the sticks, and we appreciate you coming on with us. Drive safe.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Nice to talk to you.
All right. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing for over 55 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Acadia Federal Credit Union, their newest location is now open on Wilson Street in Brewer, serving Maine since 1963 with branches in Bangor, Brewer, and Aroostook County. Learn more at acadiafcu.org. Back with our Sox Prop right after this. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. Red Sox ticket sweepstakes begins tomorrow, brought to you by Dunnett's Appliance and Mattress. We got 3 games, August 6th against the White Sox, the 17th against the Diamondbacks, and the 9th against the Angels. 4 tickets for each game. Great seats, Section 54, Row J. Drawing's going to be on July 30th on the drive, August 10th on the roast, and September 2nd on the drive. Call to enter the Sox ticket sweepstakes when you hear the cue to call. We begin this tomorrow. All entries will carry over throughout the sweepstakes. So that begins tomorrow. I'm going to send you and 3 friends to 3 Red Sox games.
That's an awesome deal.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
First one is coming up in 2 weeks. Okay, Sox Prop for today. I mean, this is a big spot for the Sox. You got to take care of business against Sacramento, right? This is a hitter's ballpark.
Yep.
You got a new guy coming in. You got that juice with Mead. We'll see where he hits in the lineup. Tyson just told us he thought he might bat leadoff. It'll be interesting to see how that works. But I'm taking the Sox on the money line tonight.
Yep.
I think you got totally going. I think that you're just hot, and you're now a good team, and these are the games you have to win.
Yep.
And you've got the Dodgers coming up over the weekend, so you need to make hay while the sun is shining when you're taking on a team like the A's, who also just lost Shea Langoliers, one of their best players.
Right.
Torn meniscus, he's maybe out for the rest of the year. A guy who the Sox were rumored to be interested in the hunt for.
Yep.
So I think money line is the move here.
Yeah, I like it for sure, and you do have to take advantage of it. One thing to keep an eye on, I know it's a late game tonight, but Tolley, last time up, his velocity went down quite a bit in the fourth inning before he got pulled. His fastball lost about 4 miles an hour, and they're pushing it. You hear a lot of talk about it in terms of max innings that these guys have used their arms for. So this is kind of uncharted territory with these young guys as we get later into the season. So it'd be interesting to see how does he hold up durability-wise.
So, yeah, we'll see if there's a limit on him. I do expect, if you're looking at other stuff to consider, I think there's going to be some runs scored. I mean, I like some Red Sox offensive stats here. I mean, I think we're at a point now where Contreras and Rafaela have been guys who, I've made some money on just because they've been so hot. And they just consistent where two on the hits, run, RBIs. I mean, you can kind of bank on that. Sure. Especially, you think, against Sacramento. Oakland.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I like that a big time. I mean, they're averaging in the month since the end of June, since June 25th, they're averaging 5 runs a game.
Yeah.
Like, it's just been consistent.
And Contreras has been consistent from essentially day one.
Yeah, absolutely. Now he's got support.
So there you go. We'll see what the new look Red Sox lineup looks like tonight. We're going to get with Pat Lane talking about the Patriots right after this. But first, I want to tell you that Casella, they offer good pay, good people, good life. That's Casella. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. And Tim's Plumbing. Mark your calendars for Saturday, August 8th, as Ricky Craven's Speedway roars to life with Tim's Plumbing 100, featuring the Darlings Pro Stock Series and $4,000 to the winner. It's one of the biggest nights of the season. Bring the family out and experience the excitement with the Tim's Plumbing 100, Saturday, August 8th. Back with Pat next. Welcome back to the Morning Roast. Connect to the Ticket's social media channels on 99 The Ticket on Facebook, 99 The Ticket on Instagram, sports.net.maine on TikTok, and our YouTube page, Sportsnet Maine. Now joining us on the Heroes Hotline, our buddy Pat Lane. Pat, how are you?
Doing great, guys. How you guys doing?
Doing good. It's it's summertime and we're getting through. Sox have carried us all the way into Patriots. We thought the Patriots were going to be the only thing that mattered. Thank you, Boston Red Sox. We're back, baby.
It's nice, isn't it? Give us something to talk about. The World Cup was going on, which is cool and stuff, and now the Red Sox kind of matter, which is pretty cool.
It is fun, and there's as interesting as the Patriots offseason has been, there's a couple of fun storylines. I don't know how fun they are, but coming from what's already happened in camp, what do you make of, we'll start with Christian Gonzalez and just the way that, Robert Kraft's comments, the fact that Gonzalez is out there. How do you feel about what's going on with his contract?
I love the fact that Gonzo's out there working. Now we haven't started hitting yet, so we'll see what happens when the pads go on. But right now he's been a full participant, right? I mean, he's out there in coverage, covering guys, running around. So, I mean, he's under contract still, right? Obviously, it's not like he doesn't have a contract yet, but everyone knows that he wants a contract. And I think Robert Kraft, I don't know if it was necessary for him to say that he made an offer like that, but, I think for him it was more about appearances than anything else, right? He's like, hey, we're trying, right? And I think he's trying to push it a little bit. He understands, him and Witherspoon are waiting. I've been saying this for months now, right? Him and Witherspoon are waiting, and whoever signs first is going to be the highest paid corner in NFL history for 24 hours, maybe. And then whoever signs second is going to be the highest paid player in NFL, or highest paid corner in NFL history for, 8 months. And so, it's really just a matter of which one do you want to be. And both guys, I'm sure, want to be second, right? And so now it's just a waiting game. So, it's going to get done. And it was good to see with Kraft to say that, I guess, because it gives you confidence that they're going to get it done. It was just kind of I don't know if you needed to say that, but, that's okay.
Yeah, interesting. Perhaps a little annoyance, like you said, trying to urge it over the finish line, that it wasn't just agreed upon when you're talking that kind of money. Also, finally, the saga is over, hopefully, with our second round pick, Akis. Where it's not like a Y sound. It's an Akis. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
So, what do you can we have a hope that this guy's going to be a contributor? I mean, he's in camp now, so he misses all the other stuff, but he's signed. Can he be somebody who helps? You kind of need him to be.
I hope so. The question for me is, he's signed now. When is he ready to go, right? Is he going to be on the practice field today? Because if he's on the practice field today, I think that's a good sign. If he's not yet, and he misses the first few days of camp, and then when the pads go on later on in the week, is he ready for that? It's all those things. Listen, I wanted him to be there. I think it makes a huge difference, especially as a rookie. I think it makes a huge difference, those early practices and stuff, and he wasn't at any of them. So, that's a concern. But I mean, ultimately, I think that he's a good player. I think he's something that the Patriots need, obviously, and so we'll see what happens. But really, for me, it's okay. You got the contract signed, which is good. What's the injury situation like? Is he ready to go right now? And then I feel a little bit better about it. If he's still not ready to go, and you got another week or two, well, now I'm really worried. So we'll see.
What are you watching? What on a roster that feels like it's pretty solid? Where are some spots that we should be watching that you think there are some position battles, some guys trying to make the team, things like that could be something to follow throughout camp?
Yeah, third tight end is an interesting spot, right? Who's going to make the roster as a third tight end? I think is a really interesting question. I had thought all along was going to be C.J. Dupree. He was at practice yesterday with a brace on his left wrist. So, I don't really know exactly what's going on there, but it doesn't seem like he's ready to go anytime soon. So, you get your Hunter Henry and then obviously Eli Raritan, they're going to make the team. Tanner Arkin yesterday was working. Reggie Gilliam was out yesterday. Tanner Arkin was working in at fullback. He's been getting some run as the third tight end as well. So that's an interesting spot to look at. There's obviously Jack Westover was there before, and then you got a bunch of depth guys. But Tanner Arkin's a guy that they kind of like out of Arizona this year, undrafted free agent. So that's an interesting spot for me is who's that third tight end, if anyone makes the roster, right? So, and then wide receiver is just so deep. I mean, that's might be the deepest position on the field. And so wide receiver is really interesting. Kayshon Boutte just continues to show that he deserves to be on this team, featured in the top group. And I've been saying it for a while now, but, look, if he wants to be here, he should be on this team. If he doesn't want to be here and he's going to make a stink about not being, the number one guy or number two guy even maybe, then sure, I can see trading him. But if he's going to be a good soldier and he's going to play, he should be on the team because he's a good player, and you can see that. And he's made the catch of the day the first 2 days of camp. So, I'm excited to see how that goes, and we'll see. And then the offensive line is the other one, because especially the interior, backup wise, we have no idea what's going to happen. So I expect they're going to keep a bunch of them. How are those guys going to play? How does Crownover look? How does Lomu look once the pads go on? He's been working as the third tight end with the ones quite a bit. So, how does that all play out? So, ultimately we'll see, but I'm looking forward to it.
Do you think that there's a world where they keep Boutte on the roster and they have just a really good wide receiver room with the five guys that you would figure all be a part of it?
I think they should. I really do. I just look. I mean, I get that you can't have everyone, right? But as I say, as long as he's not going to put up a stink, there's no reason why you can't keep him out there. And especially with the position flexibility of A.J. Brown and Romeo Doubs and Boutte, and a guy like Matt Collins plays all over the place too. So your top four guys now have a ton of position flexibility and can play all over the field. And they all can play ball, right? And make catches and do stuff. And so to me, it makes a ton of sense to keep a guy like that around. Why get rid of that guy? Especially if you're going to get a third round pick or something like that. Okay, I get that. If you're just trading him away for a fifth round pick, what good does that do you, right? So, that's where I stand on it. And again, it comes down to him and his attitude. If he's going to not be happy that the targets aren't going to be, he's not going to get a ton of targets, and that might impact his ability to sign a big contract next off season, then maybe he wants to get moved, right? But if he's down for it, I think it makes a ton of sense to keep him.
Yeah, interesting stuff. Pat, what are you up to? What do you got coming out?
Well, we're done with our off-season stuff. We did some, 2016 rewatch. We did top 10 games of the last 10 years. But now we're into football back to 2 days a week. So we'll be tonight and then Thursday night as well. And, football season is back, baby. It's good times.
Absolutely. It's hard to believe that here we are on July 27th, but football is back. Pat, great to hear from you. We can't wait to get back into the swing of things, but not wishing away summer just yet.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I go through it all year, especially as a teacher. I'm like, I gotta have football season come back, but I'm also like, I'm really enjoying the summer. But it goes fast no matter what. And here we are already at the end of July. So it's good to talk to you guys, and I appreciate you having me on.
All right, Pat, we'll talk to you again real soon. You have a great Monday. We're going to have our takeaways right after this. Don't go away. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. No drive this afternoon. You got Red Sox baseball pregame at 8:40. Our Sox prop is the Sox on the money line. So take that one. That is minus 170 on the Caesars Sports app. Greg, what are you leaving with today?
Yeah, I'll take Curtis Mead, and I'll take Craig Breslow, willing to lose a trade to better the team. That's a little different Craig Breslow. So we'll see where it goes. I like the move.
Marcus?
Curtis Mead, home run. I took that tonight. We'll see how that goes. I mean, I think you mentioned it earlier. There's nothing quite like seeing a new Sox step right up to that plate and just mash one.
Exactly right.
I think he's got it.
Rob Deere did it in his very first at bat for the Boston Red Sox. I'll never forget it. So, it'll be. I'll stay up late and just to watch the Red Sox, and it's just nice to be back. Nice to have the Red Sox. Like, this is kind of found money. Like we were sell, and now the Sox, they bought.
Yep.
They got out ahead of it early. Craig Breslow said, we did this because the market dictated, this is what was available, and we just got this guy for 7 extra games. End of the day, 7 games when you're in the fight for a wild card spot might matter.
Absolutely.
So Sox are going for it, and I'm here to watch it. So that's going to wrap it up for the Monday edition of the Morning Roast. Back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Have a great day.